JT Brothers Construction. Good morning, everybody, and we're over here at 4903 Holly Boulevard down in San Diego, California. And this job itself is a big one, guys. So far what we got, as you can see, is with this whole job is we're gonna remove a whole rooftop. That thing's coming off, right? And we're gonna more or less dump that inside here. But before we do that, this actually had an asbestos. Look at this. So we can't go inside the house. We can't show you because they're still what we called encapsulating and doing all the good stuff, guys. So what do we do now, guys? Let's see. More or less what we're looking to talk about today is a few things, right? As a contractor, and this is for both the customers and the contractors, is change orders. When we are talking about change orders is when you deviate from the scope of work. So typically before you start a job, you put a contract. When you draft that contract, you have a scope of work. That scope of work is gonna give you different things that you're gonna do out throughout the project. Now, because we are not mind readers or fortune tellers, we don't know what's gonna happen. So what ends up happening is we end up bidding things and other things end up arising. So as we're happen to, oh, you know what, we're gonna end up bidding on just the demo, right? And we're demoing, just for example, take this shingle for example. We're removing the shingle and there's a shingle under it. So now I was just charging them for one roof shingle, but since there's two, it's gonna increase the amount of weight on my dump. It's gonna increase the time and labor. So where comes the change order? Yes, change order. In a project, man, there's gonna be a lot of change orders. They haven't had one project without any change orders. There is always change orders. So that's one thing too, guys. Like, as a customer, just know that there is contractors out there that will change order you to death. What that is, it's essentially they'll give you a low bid. You'll go in, you'll take them in, you put the contract, and then boom, change order, change order, change order, change order. And before you know it, you're in a place where you didn't want to be, where you essentially probably picked this contractor because he was cheaper than the rest, but now he's higher than everybody else. So it just doesn't make sense, right? And then like another thing too for the contractor is, it's like, when do you know when to change order, guys? Like, you have to know when it is that you have to take certain steps to make sure that you guys are change ordering the correct things, that you guys are doing the correct things, you guys are looking at the correct things. So as a team, right, we want to make sure that we're encompassing all this and we're taking care of all this, right? We want to make sure that we cover as much as we can when we're talking to the customer as like what work we're going to be doing. But the minute you find something like this, you let them know, you bring up the change order, and you do what it is necessary, right? Cool. That's a little game for everybody else. I want to show off we have two dump trailers here. We're gonna be more or less removing the stucco. These are both mine. We'll remove the stucco off of each one, and then essentially, like, hopefully all that comes out smooth and easy. But that actually gets taken aside because that's treated as recycling, right? So anyways, guys, you guys have a good morning. You guys have a great day. Take care. Stay out.